by these windows. I mean, it's like 35 degrees out, just above frost. Okay, we just got the pumpkin pie out of the oven, and I'll be posting that video shortly. As a matter of fact, when I get the link up, I'll post that link right here, and you can go get a delicious, delicious pumpkin pie recipe from me. Okay, I call it my paradise pumpkin pie. You can even call it eggnog pumpkin pie if you want to, but it is really good. So it's about 7:30 in the morning. I've already got my makeup on, my hair. Well, this is it for hair today. Dressed, the pumpkin pie made, the pumpkin pie video made. I'm doing pretty good. The dog's been up, just went outside, and she's back to sleep again, so I might have to have a nap. But I got up, I usually get up pretty early. But anyway, today I was asked if I would answer some of these questions this morning when I got up, and so I hurried up, and while the pumpkin pie was baking, I wrote down these questions. And I've had several people ask me to do this, and I don't even know if I got all the questions. Okay, so first question. People say they want to get to know me a little bit better. So first question is, what is my favorite month and why? My favorite month would be September. My birthday is in September, and it's not just because it's my birthday, it's because September has the first day of fall in it. And I love autumn. I love sweater weather. I seem to be more of my warm tone, skin tones or whatever, and I love wearing the colors of fall. I love decorating my house for fall. I mean, everything is autumn around me. Maybe it's my red hair, I don't know, but I love autumn, and I love autumn colors. So that seems to be my favorite time of year. The smell of the leaves, the crunching of the leaves when you walk in them, the cold breezes, getting to use our outdoor fireplace after a long hot summer, just that cool down after a really long, hot, humid summer. I just absolutely love autumn. I love spring, but I love autumn, and I even love the storms that come with it, where it's just raining, you know, just the sudden rainstorms. All right, let's see. Number 2, my favorite color. I don't know that I have a favorite color. Like I said, earth tone colors and autumn colors, those would probably be my favorites. Number 3, my very first video that I ever made. Good question. It would be, it was on 360. Remember the website 360? It was on the website 360, and it was a pumpkin cake roll. And I remember because I used my big old videotape machine, and I had to transfer that into digital in order to upload it to 360. Yeah, that's when I learned how to do all that kind of editing and all that stuff. So yeah, it was on one of those old cassette tape cameras. It was on one of those, and I still have the camera. I probably still have that video. I'll have to upload it to YouTube because I don't think it's on YouTube, but it was my very first video, how to make a pumpkin cake roll. It was this time of year, and it was delicious. Let's see, number 4, my favorite household item. Wow, that would be very difficult. Lights? No, my favorite household item, okay, it would have to be my stove. My stove. I absolutely love my stove, and those of you who've seen it, you will see it when you see the video up here. If you hit that video up above our heads here for the paradise pumpkin pie that I made. I absolutely love my oven. They don't make it anymore, and I'm going to be so disappointed when we move and I can't get that stove. I'm going to be very disappointed. The type of camera that I use. Well, hang on for a second. I'll show it to you. Okay, it's called the Fine Pix camera, slide front. It's got 2 microphones on the side, and I picked these up for about $7 to $15 a piece on eBay. Okay, and I've got about 4 of them. We actually have a missing camera. I've got a pink one, a blue one, and 2 red ones, and we're missing one of the red ones, thanks to hubby. He had them out working in the garage in the motorhome, and he says he can't find my other camera, so I might have to order another one. But I keep ordering cameras because it's cheaper to order a camera with a battery with the camera used from a camera shop or from whoever selling it than it is for me to pick up just a battery. So I get I get the camera, the battery, and the battery charger for the same price, if not less, than it cost me to buy a battery for one of these. So I just pick up an extra camera, and they're great for, you know, like when you're vlogging, for taking pictures. They take great pictures, close-ups. They have everything. I have a Canon DSLR, and I like this much better. You can see where I've dropped it. I mean, it takes a licking and it keeps on ticking. And you can see that this cover right here protects the lens right here. And when you drop the camera, it doesn't damage that lens that comes in and out. It doesn't have that. This is encased and protected. Has great sound, has great lighting, and I really love this camera right here. It's a great first vlogging camera, and I love it so much that I don't even use my Canon. I've had other cameras, and Nikons, Canons, I've had all kinds of them. These take a licking and they keep on ticking, okay? So that's what I use for my vlogging camera, and it's what I use for my filming camera as well. Number 6, am I early to rise or am I late to bed? I am actually both. I only require between 3.5 to maybe 6 hours of sleep a night. And you know I work hard. I mean, I go and go and go. And no matter how tired I am, I cannot sleep. I don't know what it is, but my brain just keeps going and I can't shut off. I think maybe if I quit editing videos at night, that might help, because the light on the computer might be activating my melatonin and keeping me from sleeping. And it might be one of the reasons why I'm having migraines. I don't know. But I've been drinking lots of fluids and lots of water, and my migraines much better. So thanks for everybody that was praying for my migraines, because they are getting better and fewer in between. That's a good thing. If you suffer from migraines like I do, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've been up this morning since 4:30 this morning, and I went to bed at 11. So I got about 5 hours of sleep, and that's more than my normal. So I felt very rested and ready to go. So if I get 5 hours of sleep, to most people, it's like feeling like I got 9 to 10. It's like I'm just very well rested and ready to go. But I can survive on 3.5 to 6, and then I'm anywhere in there, and I'm fine. So early to rise, I'm usually the first one up on Facebook telling everybody good morning, because usually about 4:45 to 4:50, I'm up ready to go. And it didn't used to be like that in school. When I was growing up, I was very anemic and I was tired all the time. I was always hungry because I had celiac disease, and I was always hungry, and I was always really tired. I wasn't getting all the vitamins. Well, now that I know that what I can eat, and I'm gluten-free, for the most part, I'm gluten-free, then I find that I have more energy and things like that. So I've had the headache since I've been gluten-free though, so we're trying to figure that out. It could be, like I said, just a lack of some of the nutrients that you don't get in gluten-free food that you do get in foods that are more enriched with glutens. Oh, let's see here. I don't know. Hobbies. I have so many hobbies. I have my hobby greenhouse, the gardening, bike enjoying Lexi, you know, my family. My family is, I love my family, so it is like a hobby to me. Quilting, sewing, let's see, swimming. I was raised with an indoor swimming pool, so I love to swim any chance I get. Walking. We love to walk. My husband likes to walk. He can still walk a little bit, so we do take him walking. I like to hike in the woods. And I don't know. I guess you could say I'm an outdoorsy person. So I'm an outdoorsy person. Do you watch a lot of TV? No, I absolutely was. We watched a little bit of TV growing up, but not much. You know, like movie night at the theater was on TV, you know, channel 13 or channel 6, whatever that was. We watched that, Gilligan's Island when we got home from school was allowed. Bewitched sometimes, and sometimes I'll still watch Bewitched in the night if I can't sleep. But other than maybe a Netflix movie once in a while, like I said, I raised my children without television for the most part, and we didn't have, you know, television in here, so I don't miss it really, but I do like having Netflix, and I do like watching. My favorite show would be The Fixer Upper with Joanne and Chip Gaines. Have you seen that? Okay, so that's on Netflix now, so we've been watching that, and I love it. That's definitely my style. I definitely love that show. So only because of that have I even been watching Netflix at all, but I like that. And I do like Bollywood movies, by the way. A lot of people don't know that about me. I learned to speak Hindi because of watching Bollywood movies. So, and I have a son-in-law that's Indian, so he's teaching me some words too. So he's teaching me what some of the words were that really probably I thought meant something else, and they weren't. But anyway, it's another story. But anyway, but I love Bollywood movies. If you get a chance to watch your first Bollywood movie, rent Joda Akbar. Jodah, or H-A, and then Akbar, A-K-B-A-R. Akbar, Joda Akbar. I don't know. See, I'm still learning. So, but anyway, that's a good movie. So rent that. Let's see. Number 10. How old was I when I started canning? Wow. How old was I when I started canning? We discussed this last year, I think, on a video. I was about 19 to 20 years old when I met my husband. Now, I'd help my mom here and there, and she canned. You know, like I'd stuff the green beans, and remember back then when you put the metal in the glass, which you shouldn't be doing? Yeah. Or the spatula or the metal, yeah. So I'd run the knife down the sides and debubble for my mom. But mostly she started working several jobs at once, between teaching, Sunday school, and taxes and real estate license. She was working, well, I guess it's 4. But yeah, she was kept pretty busy. That's definitely who I get that from. But we made, let's see, with Mama Purcell, we made apple butter. That was the first thing that I canned. We water bath. Well, she did the wax seal on top. I don't know if you've ever done that, but you pour the wax on top. And she used the cinnamon oil instead of cinnamon in it. Now, I make it different now, and I have a recipe for that, and I'll put that right here, and you can go there and get that recipe for apple butter. But her original recipe was basically the same thing, except for we used the apples off the apple trees. I cheat in the recipe up here, and I use actually applesauce. So I learned to cheat. But Mama Purcell taught me how to make applesauce, and it's the one thing that I inherited from my husband's grandmother when she died. Is I inherited her water bath canning equipment and that green plastic cup she used to swirl and push the apples through the sieve. And I still have it. That's one of my fondest memories of anybody that's ever helped me do anything. She spent time with me and taught me how to do that kind of thing. So my mom taught me some things, but she was busy running businesses and doing things like that. So by the time I got old enough and I was really interested in it, it took me to be married. I got married at 19. So yeah, so John's grandmother, Mama Purcell, taught me how to do that. Okay, so why YouTube? To make videos. Okay, so why am I on YouTube? Is that the question? I guess I'm trying to understand the question. Why YouTube? Like I said, my first videos were on 360, and I started doing this and then uploading videos to YouTube because number one, I wanted to share Christ, but number two, I just wanted to share what I knew. I came from a very diverse background, and we were very diverse, and I just wanted people to learn some of the things that I knew, how to save money, you know, how to anything from couponing to I don't like to shop. People think I like to shop. I don't like to shop at all, and that was a problem. I went almost 10 years without stepping foot into a grocery store. I have basically lived off grid other than my power and my water. So and I lived that way for a very long time. A lot of people don't know that about me. I really, really, really hated going to the store and depending on anybody for anything. I saved a lot of money doing that, but eventually I got back into construction, and I had to, well, be back on grid again in order to live in the subdivisions that I was constructing in. But anyway, another whole other story. But I started YouTubing because I wanted to document for my daughters. They were getting older, middle school and high school, and they wanted to start cooking. and baking and things like that. So it was basically, I'd written a cookbook back in 1997, but they didn't want to read the cookbook. My girls were lazy that way. They wanted to just follow along with the videos. The videos were becoming popular right around that 360 time, right around 2001, 2003, that I started putting everything on video. And it helps me too, because now I don't even have to look at my cookbook now. I just go watch one of my videos and pop up my laptop and ta-da, you know, I remember how I made something. So I mean, because I'm always experimenting in the kitchen and nothing's really stuck to a recipe with me, just like the pie I just made. No, you know, I remember how I did it. So I put it on video. So I suggest you do the same thing. A video library of your recipes or anything else that you do is a very, very good thing. Number 12. Tips for a new YouTuber. Wow. Let's see. I would say learn a really good editing program. Learn a good editing program like Windows, something simple at first, and then you can always get into something harder. Learn the computer. Be yourself. That's very important for you to be yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. And remember, you're not going to please everybody. And there's a lot of trolls out there, so you're not going to please them no matter what you do. I have a variety of videos and a variety of things, and they're just not going to hit the like button. I actually have some family members and their friends that are following me, and to harass me, they just hit the thumbs down. I get 2 thumbs down buttons on every one of my videos, and they're subscribed to me. But what I do with that money is at the end of every month, I take that money and I buy a Bible and I hand it out to somebody and help somebody find Christ. So they actually help me. You know, I turn that around. God turns our bad into the good, and He will have us do the same thing for people as well. So I turn what they're doing that's bad and their bad thinking, and I turn that into good thinking, and I turn it into something good, and I try to bring somebody to Christ. So that way, when I'm doing something good out of it, it doesn't bother me. So you have to learn not to let people bother you, because people can be very hateful, very sick-minded. They really can be. Be nice on your show. Be nice on your show. Sometimes it's difficult, but you have to remember to be nice. Be patient. Be very patient with people. Some people are beginners at things. It depends what you're choosing to do. Just be patient with people. Not everybody knows what you know, especially since you're going to be doing the subject of something that you know really well. I always suggest start out doing what you know, not what somebody else knows, but what you know. What can you bring to the table that's different than what everybody else has? I had somebody tell me once, they said, I copy all your videos and other people's videos so I can get popular really quick on YouTube, and I can get subscribers, and I can make money. And I go, if that's what you're doing this for, the subscribers are going to see right through you. It's not about the money. If it's about the money, then go to more beastly quarters. This is not about the money. You know, so for a lot of people it is. It's about fame and having people follow them and giving them autographs. I have people recognize me all the time, but I never mention it. I don't even, they may recognize me and hate me, they may recognize me and love me. Maybe I helped them, maybe I didn't. I love meeting them, but I do not put them on camera and vlogging. The reason being is I'm not about that. I'm about helping others save money so that they too can be debt free. That is what I'm for. I'm also to show that Christ helped me get that way. And that's what John and I are about. And that's us, that's who we are. And I'm not going to change for anybody, that's who we are. So be ready for the trolls, be patient, be nice, and be yourself. And learn a good editing program and get, like I said before, get a good little vlogging camera. $7 to $15 is all this investment is on eBay, and you can start out with hardly little or nothing. And get like a good little tripod as well. You're on like a little bendable tripod there right now, or maybe like a tall tripod. Okay, for $8, $9 I think it was, my husband got me a $50 tripod at the Goodwill store. So keep an eye on tripods and camera equipment at the Goodwill store. And learn the delete button. Most of all, learn the delete button. Don't just delete somebody. When you delete them, go back up to that little bell insignia on YouTube and then hit on their picture, go into their thing, and block them underneath the little magnifying glass. You'll see where it says more. Hit that, and you'll block them from their actual channel, or else they'll continue to be able to. What it is if you erase what you think, you're just trash what they say, and even if you flag it, people can still see it. You're the only one that can't see it. You have to actually block them. One day I'll do a show on that. Number 13. Favorite fruit. My favorite fruit. Grapes, strawberries, and peaches, and apples, and plums, and oranges, and watermelon, and blueberries. That would have to be my top fruit. Anything I can grow in the Indian backyard, that's what I like. And I love watermelon, and I love grapes. So, like a pineapple even, fresh fruit salads. Remember the kind where your mom used to put the sour cream and the coconut and the pineapple and the marshmallows all together and the grapes, and we had like a fruit salad? I love that kind of thing. So yeah, my mom still makes that for me. Favorite food would have to probably be anything with chicken or beef in it. Okay, I like everything. My problem is I have celiac disease, so I can't have everything. So I've had to relearn to make it so that I could. So a lot of my recipes will be gluten-free, or you can make it either way. Favorite drink would be my lactose-free milk, my decaffeinated tea, but they did quit making that. So I went on and I bought all the jars that I could, and I got 15 great big jars of it, and it's I use about a jar every 9 months. I very sparingly get me tea, and mostly through the winter. Nest tea, I would appreciate it if you'd bring back the decaffeinated instant tea. Okay, just put a few cents there because, yeah, it's right now it's going for about $40 a bottle. Just saying. All right. Oh, we don't drink alcohol. Somebody asked me about that. Yeah, we don't drink alcohol. 18, ice cream or frozen yogurt? Ooh, ice cream. I don't care for frozen yogurt or frozen custard. I mean, sorry. Salted caramel would be my favorite flavor. Ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. Again, that's salted caramel. And my favorite on types of ice cream cones would be the next question, would be a sugar cone. Not the paper, those little paper tasting cones. Yeah, no, yeah. I like sugar cones, so even the sugar bowl type things. 19, my worst food would have to be Brussels sprouts. There's not enough cheese in the world to make that go down. As a matter of fact, when I was little, my mom used to find them in my milk. I love milk, and I'd drink it down so far, and then I'd throw my Brussels sprouts. Matter of fact, peas are my favorite vegetable now, as long as they're frozen, but they're not from the can. They taste totally different. And my mom would have them in the can, and I'd put my peas in my milk too. And I'd throw my peas. She'd just give me a spoonful of peas, and she'd think that I'd eat them one by one, and I'd go and put them in my mouth, and then I'd drink and spit them back in my cup. And the same for Brussels sprouts. Well, then I would volunteer to do the dishes on pea night and Brussels sprout nights, and that way I could put it down the garbage disposal and she'd never know. Let's see, siblings. Number 20, do I have any siblings? Yes, I do, actually, I do. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and my older brother and oldest sister are twins. Then there's another brother, and then there's me. I'm the youngest of 4. The youngest of 4. And I just turned 50 this year, so that was the other question. I turned 50 this year. Let's see, do I ever see my siblings, if I have siblings? No, I don't ever see my siblings. We live all over the place, and we live really far apart, and I haven't heard from any of them since my dad died probably 6 or 7 years ago. But I look at it this way. I have my brothers and sisters in Christ, and they keep me supported, and they keep me going, and they are what makes me, you guys are what you're what makes me want to function every day, get up early and go to bed late and get those videos out and be with you. You're my brothers and sisters. And I'll take this opportunity to say thanks. Thanks for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Number 21, what one law would I change if I could? What one law would I change if I could? That reminds me, don't forget to vote this week. We're voting the voting polls are open for another 3 or 4 days, so vote for your local mayor. I'd say my one law that I could change would be, how about a law that I would protect? I would definitely protect the First and the Second Amendments. So the right to bear arms and the right to freedom of religion and the right of our freedoms. I mean, the other law protects the other law to make sure that the government doesn't take it away from us. So, so I would say I wouldn't change a law. I would keep a law from getting changed. Okay, does that sound better? Number 22. What one device would you have that you do not have anywhere in the house? I really like my automatic trash can, and I would tell anybody to get one because I don't have to touch the trash can when I'm throwing stuff in all the time. I can just open it up, the lid pops open, and it just stays open, and I can hit the close button. Meanwhile, it automatically opens and shuts now, and I love my new trash can. No more worrying about ghosts doing it for me. Does anybody remember that? Write me down below if you remember that. So now I've got one that goes up and down, and I don't have to worry about ghosts doing it. Let's see. That was funny. But anyway, but I think I'm blessed. I mean, I'm just blessed. I don't think I really need anything. There's nothing that I need. Let's see. What do you desire for the holidays? Well, to be with my family. Yeah, just to be with my family and to celebrate Christ with family. And my friends. And all of you out there. That's what I want for the holidays. Do you like to shop? Do you like to shop? Let's see. Because I have my shopping videos, people think I like to shop. I actually hate to shop. John does most of the shopping. I've just recently started shopping to do the videos. I thought it would help get me out and to go shopping. I hate to shop. I dread it, and I haven't been in a shopping mall since probably 2000, probably around 2000, 2001, since I've been in the last shopping mall. What kind of shops do I like? I like dollar stores, Tractor Supply, until they kicked me out for vlogging. Yeah, I won't go back there again. Big Lots, which our Big Lots is closing down in December. They just told us. I don't need anything. And the Goodwill. I love the Goodwill store because you can get all kinds of fun things at the Goodwill. Number 25. What did you want to be when you grew up? What I'm doing now. Yeah, definitely what I'm doing now. I wanted to have a cabinet shop, which I had for 15 years, and then I wanted to buy and sell real estate, which I still do. Been in the process all week, a lot of you know, I was trying to buy some more farm ground, and I'm getting ready to go up today. That's why I'm getting up. That's why I got up so early this morning at 4:30 this morning and got dressed and showered and got all the videos done today. I'm having them all edited by 3 o'clock this afternoon because we're going to go make a bid on some more farm ground. My favorite state, and we're almost done, my favorite state would have to be Indiana, where I live, definitely. Indiana offers a little bit of everything all over the place. So anything up from Lake Michigan, which looks almost like the ocean, if you're up there at the right day, oh my God, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I can't believe my husband's never been to Lake Michigan. I've never been with him, and he's always been in Iraq or someplace when I went, and he's just never, the opportunities never arose that when I went, he's went. So he's never seen the Lake Michigan. Isn't that crazy? And he's from Indiana. My husband, of course, when we met, he said he was from Indiana, but he was from Lagodi, Indiana. So my husband's from Lagodi, Indiana. So if you want to know, I'm from just north of Indianapolis, and he's from way south of Indianapolis. Are my parents alive? Are my parents alive? Yes, my mother is alive. She's 72, I think. Is that right? So I think she's about 71 or 72. And then my dad died at 69, and he was 4 years older than my mother, so it would be almost 7 years since my dad died, I guess. And he died of cancer. Okay, So that's it for the questions. That's all the ones I have time to answer. There was a couple more, but that's it. I hope you feel like you've learned a little something more about me. Later on today, when we get back from making our land offer, we're going to come back here, and then I'm going to tell you how I got saved. So that's another video coming up. I made John go first. And I'll put that video right here, and you can go watch that one as well, okay? So we got plenty of videos this week for you to go watch and for you to enjoy. We want to thank you for blessing us with your presence, for watching, and if there's something particular you want to see, I try to get to all the videos the best I can. I'm telling a lot of people, with all this real estate deals going on and getting ready to move and everything, and getting ready to list the house, excuse me, we've just been really, really busy, and I don't have any room left. I mean, I'm busting out of all of my cabinets with canned goods. I mean, I just can't can anything else. I saw some candy apple jelly, and I wanted to make it, but I don't have any room for it. My house, I mean, I've got food out the wahoo. I got canned goods. I replaced all of my cans of food with home canned goods for the most part, and I rotate my Longford food storage stock. I rotate that. So I've got 25 pounds of sugar to use up. So, and we don't eat much sugar. So that just gives you a little example of how I have plenty of food at this point. So I don't need to dehydrate anything else. I don't need any more meals in a jar. I don't need anything else. I don't have any place to put it. So if you want to know where I've been as far as the canning part goes, we'll start canning again. But I've got to eat it up. I mean, we've been eating it, and I've got probably 2 shelves and one part of one shelf of one cabinet. But yeah, that's a lot of chili and meatloaf and Swedish meatballs that we got to eat over the winter. So probably sometime next spring, when it's time for to get the garden back out, then I'll probably start canning some things up again. Okay? That's where we're at. We love you. Be sure and hit the thumbs up. I'm going to tag a couple people in this video. If you want to do a video like this, you can, or you don't have to. Let's see, who could I tag? Well, anybody that's watching this that wants to do a video like this, I tag you. How about that? And so do a video and let us get to know you as well. I don't know if you really learned that much from me or not from this video, but the questions were fun, and I had fun doing it. So we love you. Go with God. And we hope you have a blessed day today. It is now 8:15, so I better get back at it. 8:15 in the morning. Sun's coming up.